Welcome back, dear students. We had started the third chapter of your geography textbook, that is water bodies. We have talked about oceans and the 5 oceans around the world. We have talked about seas, the marginal seas and the inland seas. We have taken up lakes and we have talked about Lake Baikal. Now in this particular video we are going to discuss further with the chapter. So first one was Lake Baikal. Another is the Great Lakes of the USA. So Great Lakes means it is particular lake is a combination of 5 lakes shared by Canada and the United States and is the largest freshwater system in the world, containing nearly 21% of the world's surface fresh water. And these 5 lakes are Lake Erie, Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, Lake Ontario and Lake Superior. So one by one let us discuss. So Lake Erie is the shallowest and the warmest of all 5 lakes. Lake Erie's complex ecosystem supports a vibrant fishing industry and is also a breeding ground for invasive species of algal blooms. So this is the speciality of Lake Erie. Then you have Lake Huron. So it is the second largest lake in the Great Lakes and the 4th largest in the world. It contains the world's largest lake islands, Manitoulin Islands. The primary inlet for Lake Huron is St. Mary's River and the main outlet is the St. Clair's. So inlet is St. Mary's and the outlet is St. Clair. Then Lake Michigan is the only Great Lake to be entirely in the United States, and it is the 3rd largest of the 5 lakes. Lake Ontario is the smallest of the Great Lakes. More Canadians live on its watersheds than any other watersheds in the country. So what is a watershed? It is an area or a ridge of land that separates water flowing to different rivers, basins or seas. Just turn to the next page, and this is the 5th lake of the Great Lakes, that is Lake Superior. So Lake Superior is the largest among the 5 lakes. As the name suggests, Lake Superior contains more water than the other 4 lakes combined. So it is so big. The water of the 4 lakes can be there in the Lake Superior. Still it is larger. The northernmost Great Lake is rich in natural resources and known for its cool, clear water, and is used as a major water transport corridor for bulk goods. So now the 3rd lake is Lake Victoria. It is one of the largest tropical lakes in the world and is surrounded by Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania, and is around only 276 feet deep. So it is the largest tropical lake. The lake is located in a shallow depression and receives water from thousands of small streams as well as directly from precipitation. Lake Titicaca is the largest freshwater lake in South America and is also regarded as highly navigable lake in the world. It is said to be the cradle of Peru's ancient civilization, and it is much venerated. What is venerated? very, very respected. And more than 25 rivers empty their water into Lake Titicaca, means they flow into this particular lake. Then Lake Chilka. So it is very much in our India, that is in Orissa, and it is the largest water lagoon in Asia and is situated in the east coast of India in the state of Odisha. Lake Chilka is the repository of rich ecological diversity with over 400 vertebrates of both brackish and freshwater species, and they include even the endangered and threatened and vulnerable species. Numerous islands are present in the lagoon, and the prominent are Kalijai, Honeymoon, Barracuda, Breakfast, Birds Island, etc. Lake Chilka is well known to bird lovers, as winter birds congregate here after migrating from distant lands during winters. Okay, migratory birds come to this particular lake, and around 100 or more than 100 of 211 species have been recorded from Lake Chilka, are intercontinental migrants flying from Caspian Sea, Lake Baikal, Aral Sea and other remote parts of Russia, Mongolia, Central and Southeast Asia. So I stop here. In the next video I am going to tell about rivers, another water body, and the course, the major rivers of the world and so on. Thank you. Take care and go through your chapter thoroughly.